this video, we'll discuss about module number 5 and the topic is linear algebra. In this video, we'll discuss introduction of linear algebra and we'll discuss type of matrix and what is meant by matrix. After that, we'll discuss echelon form, a condition of echelon form. So let's go to the video. So introduction, a linear algebra. First, we'll discuss what is meant by matrix. After that, we'll discuss a type of matrix and matrix operations and inverse of matrix. What is meant by matrix? A matrix is nothing. A definition of matrix is a rectangular arrangement of rows and columns. A rectangular arrangement of rows and columns. Maybe this rows is an element or numerical value or some notations. And this is the matrix. So next we'll discuss type of matrix. So what is the type of matrix? First one is the row matrix. When this is all basic concept already you studied in the lower class. So once again we recollect the concept. So row matrix, if the matrix contains only row element, it is called row matrix. The column matrix, if the matrix contains only the column element, it is a column matrix. What is the upper triangular matrix? In a matrix will contain, so for example, if it is 3 cross 3 matrix means, for example, 1, 2, 3 and 0, 2, 1 and 0, 0. So this is called upper triangular matrix. So the upper triangular matrix is nothing. In the second row, first element should be 0. In the third row, first two element be 0. And the third row and fourth row, the first three element will be a 0. Then it is called upper triangular matrix. So as well as lower triangular matrix. A lower triangular matrix is nothing. If the first row, the first two elements 0 and the second row, the first element is 0 means it is a lower triangular matrix for the 3 by 3 matrix. Okay. Mostly we used upper triangular matrix and a lower triangular matrix in the solving the problems. Okay, if together upper triangular and also a lower triangular together in the matrix, it is called diagonal matrix. So only having element in the diagonal element, so only having value in the diagonal element, it is called diagonal matrix. So the matrix contains upper triangular as well as lower triangular means it is called diagonal matrix. So this next one, the diagonal matrix. So it is contains upper triangular matrix as well as lower triangular matrix. The element having only the diagonal 1, 2, 3. Then remaining are 0. So this is called diagonal matrix. Okay. So mostly we used upper triangular matrix, lower triangular matrix, and diagonal matrix in the solving problems. Okay. So unit matrix. This is normally we know the unit matrix. Unit matrix for a 2 cross 2 matrix is unit matrix. It is 1 0 0 1. If 3 cross 3 means 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Okay, it is called unit matrix or identity matrix. Then null matrix. So each and every element is 0. It is called null matrix. If 2 cross 2 matrix means like this. Okay, this is the null matrix. What is transpose? A transpose is denoted by A inverse or A power t. So that is equal to is nothing. If for example, if you consider A equal to 2 by 2 matrix 1 2 3 4. Okay. So A transpose is nothing. We have to change row by a column, column by a row. So the first row it will be convert to column. So the 1 and 2. The second row will convert to the column wise. So 3 and 4. So this is called A transpose. The symmetric matrix is nothing. If A equal to A transpose means the matrix A is called symmetric matrix. What is orthogonal matrix? Orthogonal matrix is nothing. A into A transpose equal to A transpose into A. It is equal identity element, that is I element is a unit element. Then the matrix is orthogonal matrix. So if the matrix satisfied this condition, then the matrix is called orthogonal matrix. Okay. The next one, singular matrix. What is singular matrix? If determinant of A, if modulus A equal to 0 means a matrix is called singular matrix. If determinant of A equal to 0, if the matrix satisfies this condition, then given the matrix is called singular matrix. Non-singular matrix is nothing, modulus A not equal to 0. If the condition satisfied, it is non-singular matrix. So these are all basic concept for the matrix and the type of matrix. So next we see the some notations. What is the meaning of this notation? So R1 interchange R2. This notation is called replacement or interchange notation. Okay, interchange notation. So what is the meaning is R1, for example, if you consider 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. So if you consider this matrix means the notation meaning is we have to replace entire R2 row to R1 and R1 to R2. So replace R1 to R2 as well as R2 to R1. That is called R1 interchange to R2. And next K into R3. The meaning is K is a some constant, a scalar constant. We have to multiply K in each row. So K into R3, the meaning is, for example, here 4, 8, 7. This is R3 means. So we have to multiply K into 4 and K into 8 and 7 into K. So each and every element in the R3, we have to multiply K. So this is the first notation and this is the second notation and this is the third notation. What is the third notation? In R2, here I'm doing K into R1. I multiply constant into R1 plus I add R2. That is the new row for R2. A new row is nothing. You have to multiply K into R1 and you have to add R2. Okay, that is the notations. And next one is important one, echelon form of a matrix. So what is echelon form? A non-zero matrix A is said to be a row echelon form if the following conditions are satisfied. Okay, what is the conditions? The first condition is all the zero rows are below non-zero rows. All the zero rows are below the non-zero rows. That meaning is the first row should not be a zero row. The remaining zero rows is the next second row or third row or fourth row. That is the first condition. Second condition, the first non-zero entry in any non-zero row is 1. So the first non-zero entry in any non-zero row is 1. So this is the second condition. See, we have to check the some example of echelon form. This is the first condition. All the zero rows are below the non-zero rows. That meaning is the first row is non-zero row. Yes, it is first row is non-zero row. Come to this example 2. Here also first row is non-zero row. Come to the another example. Here also the first row is non-zero row. Yes. Then what is the second condition? The first non-zero entry in any non-zero row is 1. The first non-zero entry. So this is the first non-zero entry. It is 1. And the second row, this is the first non-zero entry. It is 1. And the third row, this is the first non-zero entry. Is a 1. So the first non-zero entry in any non-zero row is 1. So it is the condition is satisfied. In case if you are having here 5 means we have to convert that 5 by 1. Then only the condition is satisfied. If it is 5 means the second condition is fail. After that we have to replace 5 to 1. So by the condition we get 1, then condition is satisfied. So here also the second condition, the first non-zero entry is 1. The first non-zero entry is 1. Here there is no non-zero entry, so this is also correct. Okay. This here, so this is 1 and here 1. Here there is no 1, so this is also correct. Okay. So this is the rank of matrix. What is mean by rank of matrix? Okay. The rank of matrix is nothing. The number of non-zero rows. So the number of non-zero row is called rank of matrix. That's all. Okay. So thank you to all. I hope you will understand the concept of introduction of matrix and the type of matrix and the echelon form conditions.